When I had no money, the world pretended I didn't exist. I never thought money could decide whether you deserved respect, until I had none. This happened when I was 23. No trust fund, no rich parents, no backup plan, just a useless college degree, a mountain of student debt, and $17 left in my bank account. I remember staring at my phone, refreshing my banking app like maybe the numbers would magically change. They didn't. That's when I started noticing something strange. People stopped looking at me. First, it was small things. My messages got shorter replies. Invites slowly stopped coming. Friends who once said, "Bro, we're family," suddenly became, "Yeah, I'm kinda busy." Busy doing what? Apparently, busy not being around someone who couldn't afford dinners, trips, or even gas money. I didn't blame them at first. I told myself, it's temporary. Things will get better. But then reality hit harder. One afternoon, I went to a cafe to ask about a job opening. I wore the cleanest clothes I had. Still slightly faded, still cheap. The manager looked at my resume for 2 seconds, didn't even ask my name, and said, "We're not hiring." 5 minutes later, a well-dressed guy walked in. Same age as me, branded shoes, nice watch. The manager smiled, offered him coffee, asked him to come back tomorrow. That was the first time I felt invisible. Not angry, not jealous, just erased. When you have no money, you start apologizing for existing. I apologized for asking questions, for taking up space, for needing help. I stopped ordering food when I went out with friends. I'd say, "I already ate," even though my stomach burned from hunger. At night, I lay in bed scrolling social media, watching people my age flex cars, vacations, engagement rings. And I wondered, what's wrong with me? I worked harder than most of them. I followed the rules. I did everything right. So why did the world treat me like I was nothing? The worst part wasn't being broke. It was how people changed. My girlfriend at the time used to say, "I don't care about money. I just care about you." Until rent was due. Until dates became walks instead of restaurants. Until she started comparing me to other guys who were more motivated. One night, she looked at me and said something I'll never forget. "I just need stability." That was it. No shouting. No drama. She packed her things and left. And in that moment I realized, love is conditional when you're poor. I hit rock bottom a month later. I got rejected from another job. My car broke down. My phone bill was overdue. I sat alone in my apartment, lights off, because I couldn't afford electricity for much longer. I thought about how quiet my phone had become. No calls, no texts, no "you good." When you have nothing, you learn who really sees you. And most people don't. But something strange happened at my lowest point. I stopped trying to impress anyone. No more pretending. No more fake smiles. No more chasing validation. I focused on survival. I worked night shifts, took jobs people looked down on, saved every dollar like it was oxygen. Months passed, then years. Slowly, things changed. Not overnight success. Not a miracle. Just progress. And one day, after everything stabilized, something funny happened. People came back. Old friends texted, "Bro, long time." My ex checked my Instagram story. People started asking for advice. Suddenly I was interesting again. And that's when it hit me. They didn't miss me. They missed the version of me that had value in their eyes. Money didn't change who I was. It changed how the world treated me. If you're broke right now, if you feel invisible, if you think you don't matter, listen to me. You're not worthless. You're just standing in a world that measures humans by numbers. One day when you rise, don't forget this feeling. Because empathy is something money can never buy. That story broke me. This next one broke everyone else.